Did a little rearranging last night. I am just notorious for that. When the room doesn't feel right or there's like something that I want this room to specifically do, which movie room, I wanted to lay down completely last night and watch a bunch of my movies. So I brought my floor mattress from the yarn dungeon all the way up to the movie room, and I actually really love it here. I know that I have a perfectly good couch back there, but just sprawling all out watching horror movies. And I was working a little bit on this new wrap that I started yesterday. I didn't get that far with it, but I'm still loving the direction that it's going. I'm not sure how big this is actually going to turn out. I still have quite a bit left. I'm just going to use this one full cake, and whenever it's done, it's done. I'm going to stop there. I am going to do a little bit of picot on the edging though. I don't think all the way around, just on this one side to kind of tie it all together. So I need to find some just plain black yarn in a 2 fine. I don't know that I have that. I have a ton of DK weight. I have a ton of worsted weight, number 4 medium, but yeah, number 2 fine is just not something that I normally have. I did check this morning at Joann Fabrics to see if any other stores had any of the purple cosmos, just because I really want to try this Beetlejuice looking one. None of them do. I ordered from 2 different places and then they said, nope, just kidding. They're not in stock. Just decided to have a chill day, work on this. Since I'm kind of back in my baking mode, I started up some pumpkin coffee cake. It just smells like pumpkin, cinnamon, and nutmeg right now. I don't know how it's gonna be because it's been a very long time since I've made a coffee cake. But hopefully it turns out alright and I can have some with my coffee. I was just a little bit too impatient. I'm like, okay, I can have coffee whenever this is done. I have about 35 minutes left and then it should be fully done. Otherwise, I'm just gonna relax, honestly. It's gonna be such a chill day. One of the stores had them. Okay, when I told you this morning that every one of my order had canceled, I forgot that I ordered a couple of charms from one of the stores too. That was the thing that they were totally out of, not the freaking Beetlejuice yarn. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to start this. Okay, so you're actually called Purple Cosmos. It's the Supernova line. I already know that I love it. I worked it all up last night, quite a bit this morning. It's not gonna look like I did a lot just because it's taking a little while. I don't know, I wasn't feeling any of the movies, though I have a couple that I'm gonna attempt to put on. I don't know, sometimes I'm just not feeling, so it's not that far along, but we've got some more colors. Oh, flip it this way. It's gonna be draping, yeah, like this. We're getting a little bit further. Just with the yarn that I have left, if I'm gonna want 1 cake or 2 now, it's kind of up in the air. So I did get 3. I also walked into the store to see if they had anything out. They still don't. So the entire aisle is just, it has the Mars landing and the Blue Planet. I think that's what the other one is called. But these were not out, and I asked them if they had a bunch more. Not that I need any more, like 3 is plenty for me. And they're like, oh yeah, we have tons back there, we just haven't gotten to it. But we did all the orders this morning. All the colors should be out at least by tomorrow afternoon, which is kind of exciting. And there's a couple other ones too, I can't remember. They all have these elaborate names, which I love that about Big Twists. They just really go hard with the names, but this is Beetlejuice. There's no denying it. It's freaking Beetlejuice. So I'm gonna pause this one for a little bit. Definitely will finish it. I'm not like gonna set it aside. Honestly, I just want to work this up a tiny bit to see how the color flows. This is just kind of deceiving. Are you the middle? That would be weird if it was. Oh, I don't love that. Oh, the 2 is connected. Okay, so the middle and the outside one were connected. I was getting a little nervous there that it was all gonna have to be re-caked up. That would have dampened my excitement a little bit. I'm gonna do the exact same pattern using my 4mm crochet hook. And there were a couple of shows that popped up as suggestions for me, like TV series, which I haven't had a good TV series to watch in quite a while, and I was looking for some like extra spooky ones just to I mean, we're so close to October right now that I wanted some sort of Halloween vibes, or if not Halloween, paranormal. So obviously the algorithm was listening to me. I gotta pull it up again because I can't remember. I think it's called From. The name of it is From. It's streaming on Prime right now. I just opened up my Prime and looked through all the things that they were suggesting for me. There's a couple of seasons out already, 2 seasons, and then a 3rd season is about to come out. It says science fiction horror. I watched the trailer and it looked really good. And I've been suggested to watch this a few times. No, I don't have anything else on my list. I'm just gonna go ahead and watch it. It does say new episodes every Sunday, which I love that. Obviously, I'm gonna be able to binge these first 2 seasons here, but if I like it and make it all the way to the 3rd season, I can watch one every single Sunday. Sometimes I feel like when an entire season of any show comes out, even if it's one that I'm super, super excited about and I just cannot wait for it. Did 6 instead of 5, so we're gonna start over again. Just a little excited. We need to calm down a little bit with this project. Okay, let me do this real quick and then I'll chat again. When TV shows just release an entire season all at once, there is no holding me back. If I like the first episode, I am gonna binge the entire season. Like, that's what I'm doing for the day. It doesn't matter. And sometimes it feels like I get to the end of it and I might not have enjoyed every aspect of it just because it was all available and I just sat through and watched it start to finish. Now, obviously, I could do it myself. I could just watch one episode a week and kind of set it up that way, but you know, it's there. So I'm just gonna keep going, especially if I'm working on a project or something. We're just gonna keep on flying through it. I was noticing this the other day when I started another, like a new TV series that was not on my radar at all and is typically not what I watch either. Like the whole superhero, DC, Marvel, that whole universe, I typically have very little interest in that. But Agatha, all along, I just kept seeing all of these trailers, and then finally when I was on Disney Plus, it popped up as, hey, you might like this. I was watching Halloween Town, the entire 3 movies again. Yeah, that didn't last very long. I think I've seen it now a couple of times within the week. It's just such a great ambiance to have. But anyways, I started watching this one and I actually really like it, but there was only 2 episodes available because they're doing it, I think, every Wednesday. Like, I enjoyed it a little bit more knowing that there's only 2 of them. Now, did I watch all 2? Absolutely. I just powered right through all of them. I'm excited for the next one. Really like the characters. Like, I was thinking about it later. I also love that the end of the first episode, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but if you've like seen any of the trailers, you already know there's singing in it. I wasn't expecting that, but it was a good I wasn't expecting it type of thing. That song has just been on repeat in my head for days and days now. As I'm cleaning, I'm singing, crocheting, I'm singing. The song has embedded itself into my brain and will not let go. I don't know, I thought it was fun. Of course, I had to like look up everything of it because I didn't watch WandaVision and I really don't have any interest of watching it. Like, this is the only thing that I'm interested in, so I had to figure out, like, obviously some of the characters, what was the plot before it, like to where we're at now. Did a little deep dive of it. Found out that a lot of people did not like this series. Like, already, there's only 2 episodes out and they didn't enjoy the campiness, they didn't enjoy the singing. It wasn't that bizarre of a finding though, because I mean, I love campy horror and that's a genre that people either really like it or absolutely despise it, cannot watch the movies, like it's just not their genre. So a lot of movies that I love and I own in my movie room, they have horrible reviews. Like, people are like, just don't even watch it, you know, don't even do that. There's so many genres out there for that exact reason. We all just are interested in different things. There's something for everyone, especially in the horror genre. There are so many different subgenres, which I absolutely adore that. So I'm gonna watch the first episode of the TV series From and keep working this up a little bit, but I gotta show you, look at that. It's so cute. The colors are just amazing. I'm gonna be so happy working this up. I'm not sure how far I'll get. Oh wow, okay, 53 minutes. I got some time. A freaking plus for this TV series. I am so mad at myself that I didn't start watching this sooner. Okay, so for me, with a TV series, especially because I know if there's multiple seasons, like this is a lot of time that I'm going to be committing to it. If it can't draw me in within the first episode, preferably like the first quarter of the episode, I just have no interest and I'm not gonna follow up on any following episodes. This one packed a freaking punch. The first, I want to say 10 minutes, which seems wild, but if you've never watched it, highly suggest. Ended up watching 3 episodes and just had to cut myself off. I was like, okay, I am enjoying this way too much. I need to save a little bit. Although I did notice on the top that it said the first season is leaving Prime in like a couple of days, which makes zero sense to me because they have a brand new season coming out right now. So obviously I'm gonna have to power through the first season for the weekend, I guess, maybe. That way I can maybe take my time for season 2. Within the first 10 minutes of this entire series, we learn it's a small town, something weird is happening, and there's monsters that come out of the forest. I want to know more. It's like the backstories and the interactions with all the townspeople. I don't really need to know that the very first episode. I want to know what is happening with these spooky monsters and what is moving the plot along. You know, like I can learn about all the people there later. That's totally fine for me. We can hear all the stories of how they got there and everything. I feel like they did a fantastic job for this. So yes, I am gonna finish this entire, whatever they have, honestly, I'm gonna watch as much as I can. And then this is gonna be my project that I'm now gonna work on. So I didn't get super far with this one because it was such an intriguing TV series that I was going a little bit slower and I would stop every once in a while and like really get pulled into it, which is totally fine. It just means that it was a really good series. Here's the start. I love this so much. Honestly, the colors are turning out exactly the way I wanted it to. And you can already tell, like, look at that drape. That's amazing. Tiny scarf right now? Yeah. Tiny scarf, little brooch. Just imagine that. I am glad that I got a couple instead of just the one because now I'm going back and forth of, do I want to do one cake or do I want to do 2 for this project? Here's where I'm at with this. So we still have quite a bit left. I don't have my scale with me. Otherwise, I would weigh it. I don't even think I'm halfway through. We have this one. I didn't work any more on the other one, but I'll just show it again because I love the color. Okay, so I did get a little bit more than the first one. Ooh, that color. Sometimes you really gotta step back and just fully enjoy this colorway, how it's interacting. This one is gonna be my traveling one. There's a couple of different times I'm gonna be in the car coming up in the next couple of days, actually. We have just some Halloween spooky stuff that I'm gonna be doing out and about. This is the perfect project since it's so compact. I can finally use one of my project bags. Probably the Beetlejuice one. We're gonna do that first. Just put it right in there. Look at that. I have plenty of room. Even if I decide that I want this to be a 2 cake project, there's still gonna be room in there. Very happy with everything that's going on. Also, I know that I'm just like talking up this series and it's a couple of years old. The ambiance, everything all together, the lighting, the music, this screams Halloween season. Even if there's some episodes that get a little bit slower, I still think that I'm gonna love it just to have it in the background as I'm crocheting. It was a little bit light out still when I started watching it and I had to draw all the drapes, close everything off in the movie room and just fully get immersed in this entire new world of what was happening. Even though there was episodes where it was during the day and we saw them walking around, really the majority of the spooky interactions that happen are in the evening. So in order to fully amplify everything that was going on, highly recommend just chilling in a super dark area and fully enjoying that. Oh, I could actually stop it as like, I'm not going to because I've already committed to this project, but I just thought of that right now. I like these types of little scarves. They can like fold over and I can put my big winter jacket on, which I'm not thinking about that right now. Actually, I should write it down. For that, I just attach these 2 together with a little mattress stitch, and then that way it just goes over my head and it kind of just folds a little bit. Sometimes I don't want the extra bulk in the winter. I just want a little bit of warmth. So these ones are really nice. So yeah, I will write that down in my little book here. It'll almost be like a two-part pattern. I can either stop it here or keep on going. Either way, I'm loving this color. So freaking glad that I found this. I am gonna actually keep working on this a little bit this morning as I have my coffee and just get ready for the day. But thanks for hanging out with me, chit-chatting more about this yarn. Let me know what you think about this color. Like, are you as obsessed with it as I am? Because I feel like I need to make more projects out of this. Otherwise, have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you ghouls tomorrow.